Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to Fifield Junction. I hope you've all had a very good Christmas. Hope you've got lots of trains. Hope you've been enjoying time with family, and hope you've all had a good past few months all around. Really, obviously, it's been a very long time since I've uploaded a video to the channel that's actually been on the layout itself. I have tried to keep a little bit active here and there, and with the odd video, but obviously, it's certainly been many months since I've actually uploaded a video properly. So I thought I'd just do a quick update for you, just to, I suppose, just let you know that I am still here, I am still going, and just sort of bring you up to speed with everything and just generally let you know what's going on. So as I said, it has been a very long time now since we've sort of been anywhere near the layouts on the channel. I think it's must have been since the end of the summer now, since the last video that I did that was on the layout itself. And I suppose I wouldn't say a lot's changed since then. Obviously, there has been the usual new additions, but the layout itself hasn't really changed much since then. It's still the general test layout, sort of bare bones setup that it's always been, with the usual, I suppose, mess around it here and there. But I still felt it'd be nice to just update you and just get back into the, I suppose, the videos a bit. Because again, it has been a long time. I have been away for a while due for various reasons. Obviously, doing YouTube, it does chew up a fair bit of time. It does take quite a bit of effort to, I suppose, make and upload the videos. And it's felt like sort of after the end of the summer, with various other little things going on, I felt like it better for myself just to take a step back for a while, sort of get myself together, concentrate on some other bits for a while, because I did have quite a lot of other bits going on that I needed to focus on. And this wasn't really an awful lot of time for the most part to sort of fit the videos in and get them done. So I felt like stepping back for a bit, and it does help every now and then. I think in this hobby to take a step back from your layout, or even videos. Again, if you do YouTube for a while, just take a step back, to gather your thoughts. So if you just try and keep going and keep going and keep going, you get burnt out, you lose your interest, and sometimes that can be quite bad. I suppose for yourself, it's certainly um, you certainly lose your interest and your enthusiasm for the hobby. So just having a break every now and then, it definitely helps, and that's why I decided to do concentrate on some other bits, work out a few technical issues as well. So I did end up having the odd technical issue with this new phone that I've got back when I got it as well, which is sort of hindered me doing videos as well. But I've ironed those out for the most part anyway, worked my way around them, and we should hopefully be now in a place again where I can get back into the videos. So in terms of the layout itself, not a massive amount to report really. There isn't really much that has changed. Certainly nothing major. I would say anyway. It's still the usual sort of test setup, bare bones layout that it's always been really. I've seen very bare bones layouts that I have in here, which I feel like I might as well talk about a bit because I have had comments sort of over time, sort of talking about the layouts, saying how bare bones it is, about things like I suppose like blue tack holding the wires down and the state of some of the boards with the various sort of paints and all bits like that. But at the end of the day, that is what this is. This layout, it's a test layout. It's not supposed to be anything special. It's literally somewhere where I can run trains. I can do various work in here. That's why the baseboards are such a state half the time. It's just somewhere for me to run the trains, just enjoy having them here, running them about, doing the various work and bits and bobs that I like doing, obviously such as sort of various modifying, weathering, DCC fitting, all the usual sort of bits and bobs that you can do on your collection. That's all. That's basically what this area is for. This layout, it's not going to be anything fancy. It's never going to amount to anything. It's always going to be a basic sort of bare bones, I suppose, track. If you decide it is a train set, if you want to call it that. Obviously, I suppose it's not in a way. Some might say this isn't worth the name of a layout, which I suppose in a way, yes, you could say that. It's obviously it's not the best. It's not great, but for me, for what I'm doing at the moment, it does the job. I don't get me wrong. I would love to build a proper layout right now. I would love to sort of lay track properly, do some proper scenery and all that. But for me personally, for my needs, with what I want to do, I don't have the room in here. And again, don't get me wrong, the space in here is good. It is a good space that I have in this shed out here. But for what I want to do with the plans that I have, it's not enough, unfortunately. And I don't want to sound ungrateful or anything. Like I am very grateful for the space that I have in here, and it is a good size. But yeah, for the layouts that I want to do, it's not some this isn't the space I'm going to do it in. I don't really want to do it in here. I'd much rather wait, I suppose, just concentrate more on the trains themselves for now. And in the future, hopefully, if I get lucky, I end up getting a larger space that's more suitable, and hopefully, then I can get on and build a proper layout. But for the moment, yeah, that's not going to be the case for now. I might try and do some bits in here and there over time, that might include scenery on maybe other layouts like exhibition layouts and stuff like that. But certainly on this layout, yeah, you're not going to see anything fancy, I suppose, in a way. And with this is literally, I suppose it is a film set in a way as well. It's just somewhere I can run the trains and just enjoy them. Really, that's what this layout's for. Yeah, never going to be anything major with it. Moving on from the layout itself, though, I suppose we should actually concentrate on I suppose, the most important part of this channel at the moment, and that is the trains. Obviously, without having the trains, there wouldn't really be a channel, I suppose. I wouldn't be able to do much without them. So I suppose I might as well talk about quickly some of the new additions that have arrived over the past few months whilst I've almost been away. The first one that I might as well talk about is literally right in front of you, and that is another HST because I don't have enough of them already. But this was a very kind Christmas present. This was a very kind and thoughtful gift, which I really wasn't expecting, and it was very sweet to receive this. So I am very thankful for that. Obviously, only a 2+2 at the moment, but I have got other coaches on the way, and I've got some spare ones lying around as well. That should be able to make another nice rake out of this, and this will hopefully the main aim with this one will be a mixed Barbie and dynamic lines rake. With this one is what I'm going to go for, I think, and hopefully that will make a nice new addition to the set. It is already DTC fitted as well, which is very nice. There's already a decoder in there, and it's already got some nice directional lighting as well. So don't really need to do too much at the moment. I suppose the only thing that I really need to do is weather it, which I will do in the future once I've got the rest of the coaches and done another a few little bits to it. But yeah, overall, can't complain. Obviously, it is just the typical sort of Hornby Railroad, the old style HST. So obviously not the best in the world, but because it is a slightly more modern version, obviously compared to the original sort of 70s tooling, I believe this was sort of the early to mid 2000s is when this would have come out. Obviously, it's not too bad at all, and again with a few upgrades, it should hopefully look decent enough, I suppose, next to the super detailed versions. So that's a very nice new addition. Very glad to have that. Directly behind them, you can see some more new additions, but these aren't mine though. These are some of the brand new second batch Acura Scale Class 66s that we've got here. These aren't mine. These the three that we've got here. These don't belong to me. These belong to a friend. But I've been very kindly loaned them to just to run in and detail and fit nameplates, little bits like that, to get them all ready. And I suppose very quickly, I'll go over them. I think obviously you've got some examples like here. You've got these are the Euro shed versions that have been done. Obviously, these are some very nice celebrity ones, 793 and 794, a pair of GBRF machines. And overall, not much negative I can really say about them, really. Very nice locos, as Acura Scale models normally are. Obviously, these are the ex-Hatton's tooling. But yeah, overall, I can't complain much about them. I think they've done them very well. Both locos look the part, both run very well, both sound very good. And so yeah, overall, in short, definitely a recommendation. I would say if you can get one, obviously. 793 is an exclusive to Acura Scale, and they might have some left now. Not too sure. Obviously, they haven't been out incredibly long, but I believe it might be very hard to get hold of these now. And 794 over here, this wasn't an exclusive to Key Publishing, so that'll be even harder to get hold of now, most likely if it's not sold out already, although I believe it is. But yeah, either way, if you have one or you want to get one, or are getting one or whatever, yeah, you won't be disappointed. Certainly, in my opinion, from having these here temporarily, yeah, I would say you won't be disappointed with them. A very nice set of locomotives. I do have one of my own Class 66s from the second batch though, which is just over there, if you can see, amongst the sea of locos, the Maritime one there. That's the a batch 2 example, and that's the one that I decided to get. It was, for me personally, there's not an awful sort of many liveries left really for the 66. that I was kind of interested in or really needed. But the maritime one, I felt it was one I didn't have at the time, and I felt it would make a nice addition. It would be very suitable, so that's the one I decided to go for. And that's had the similar treatment to these over here. They've had the detail fitted, nameplates and everything, and just like these ones as well. A very very nice loco. Again, very good runner. Again, nothing to complain about. Really, a very good runner, very good detail. No quality issues that I found with it. So yeah, overall, batch 2 of the Curascal 66s gets a thumbs up from me. Again, very well done, and definitely recommend it if you want to get one of them. And very, very quickly before we move on, I'll do just one of the other new additions. I don't want to go on forever about all of the sort of new arrivals, but this is one that I'm very excited about, and that was probably the one of the I suppose the sort of most wanted new additions that has turned up over the past few months. And this is one of the Bachmann First Great Western Class 150s. This is a 150-1. So if I just move the unit round there, you can see this is the one that doesn't have the gangway on the end like the Dash 2s do. And this was one of the, I suppose, one of the few DMUs left really that I kind of, I suppose, needed to fill out that I didn't have at the time. And in the end, luckily, a little while ago, I was lucky enough to find this one at a good price, and I decided to get it. Sound fitted as well. It came sound fitted, which is a nice bonus. Did have to do a little bit of work doing a speaker upgrade, a little bit of modification inside to get the speaker in there, the one that I had chosen for it anyway. But after a little bit of trial and error, managed to get it in there and managed to get it sounding very good as well. And that's all been done. And again, the Class 150 from Bachmann, a very nice model in my opinion. Obviously, these days maybe a bit expensive for what it is, but still not the worst model in the world, though in my opinion. It's very nicely detailed. It's a good runner most of the time. So yeah, overall, not much to complain about there. Just on the workbench at the moment, just doing the last little detail, which is doing the sort of the ends really, because this didn't come with the detail pack when I got it. So it's got the BSI couplings fitted there, but what I'm just waiting for now is for the snow plows to dry, because I decided to pick up a pair of 3D printed ones online from Track 3D Railway Parts, which is a very nice little company. It does various accessories, lighting kits as well. So definitely recommend them if you haven't looked at them already. But yeah, I picked up a pair of 150 snow plows, which they do. I painted those up yellow, and I'm just waiting now for the coat of varnish, which is protecting the paint. So just waiting for that to dry. They are just over there. If I zoom in for you, you can see them over there next to that Mark III, which is in the process of being weathered. Just waiting for the varnish on those to dry. And once that's done, we can then glue those onto here, and that will pretty much be this model fully complete. So I suppose apart from a bit of weathering to the underframe and roof and such. But yeah, that will certainly finish the model off and get it looking the part. Moving on then from the new additions, I thought I would just talk about this section of the layout over here. If you may remember, I used to store quite a lot of the sort of triple grey locos in the fleets that I had. So a lot of the sort of rail freight stuff, the Transrail mainline load haul locos as well, sort of all the 80s and 90s stuff. And the majority of those locos were sort of just dumped and stored over on this section of the layout over here. But what I've done fairly recently is I decided I would box those up and put those out the way in storage underneath the layouts, because it was getting to the point now I really was just running out of room to store stuff out the way on the layout when it's not being used. Obviously, I do try to store as much as I can, sort of in sidings and stuff on the layout, so it's sort of more easily accessible and ready to use in a way. Obviously, I do have to make compromises at times, obviously like this, because again, I'm limited for space in here with the collection that I have. Obviously, I can't fit all of it on the layout in here. As nice as it would be, it's just fortunately not possible. So stuff does get sort of dumped and stored in between tracks where possible, and that was the case with a lot of the well, all of the 80s and 90s stuff really. And it literally got to the point of there was just no room left really for me to store stuff. So I decided I would box all of that up and put it out of the way, because obviously it's not the main era that I focus on in here. I do obviously the main era I do is the sort of modern day First Great Western GWR stuff. That's what I'm mainly into. That's what I do. So I thought I'd store the smaller fleets out of the way for a while, because it would just be nicer just to have a bit more space up here for me to put, whilst I suppose put locos and stock that I focus on. Obviously, that'd be a bit nicer. So yeah, I decided to put those out of the way, and you can see now there's a bit more space up here. Obviously, other stuff has already pretty much moved in. Obviously, you can see there's already coaches and stuff already taking up the space where those locos used to be. But either way, it is looking a bit tidier over here now. Obviously, I know that's not going to last because it's what I'm like. Eventually, this will probably all fill up again as well with other stuff. But at least for now, I do have a bit more breathing room around here. There's more sort of room to move around and put stuff. And it doesn't look as cluttered as it did before, which will hopefully look a bit nicer in videos. When filming, you're not going to always see, especially over here, just tons and tons of locos just sat on baseboard, just not doing anything. It'll be a bit clearer, so you'll be able to see stuff a bit more easily now with running sessions and reviews and stuff like that. So I thought I'd just quickly update you about that as well, just let you know. The 80 stuff, 90 stuff, it's not gone, it's still here, but it's just out of the way now. It's a bit more out of the way. It's not in the way as much as it used to be. So I just thought I'd let you know about that. So hopefully with that, you would have seen, yeah, it's actually not been quiet up here whilst I've been away. I've still been doing things. I've still been cracking on with various little projects and bits and bobs that needed doing up here. Yeah, I certainly haven't been sat around twiddling my thumbs whilst I've been sort of away from the channel. But yeah, hopefully this video will just sort of let you know. Yeah, I am still going. I'm still here. I haven't disappeared anywhere. I'm still going to be here, and I'm still going to be continuing to do videos for you. Yeah, it's not going to be. I'm not going to be going quiet anytime soon. That's for sure. So I know this video hasn't been the most interesting in the world for you, but I thought I'd just quickly do it. It's just to sort of bring you up to speed and just update you, let you know that I'm still here. I am still going, and you don't have to. Yeah, you don't have to worry about me going anywhere. You're not going to see any less of me. I'm still going to be going, and I will try to hopefully get back into doing videos a bit more regularly for you. So hopefully we can start enjoying the trains a bit more. But with that, I'll disappear now. I'll let you guys go. A very Merry Christmas to you, and I'll see you guys in the new year. So, again, Merry Christmas, guys. Happy New Year, and I'll see you for more videos in 2026. So, take care. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.